Victims and their families demanded justice and sweeping change today from the State Guardianship Commission, but it came amid tears, raised voices, and harsh criticism. Contact 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears is here to share the new slogan designed to highlight the alleged corruption.
Isolate, medicate, steal the estate. That's how critics say private for-profit guardians operate. The state knows it, and the public wants to know how and when they're going to stop it.
As a steward of the public, it is your responsibility to stop this corruption.
It's been a year since Contact 13 began exposing corruption, abuse of power, and exploitation of our most vulnerable citizens by private guardians and those in the judicial system who are supposed to oversee them.
I ask each of you to put yourself in the shoes of a victim or their family. Recognize now that the laws are being violated to this day.
The Attorney General and Metro have launched a criminal investigation into private guardian April Parks. 3 new laws were passed to protect the vulnerable. A new guardianship judge was put in place in Clark County, and the Supreme Court formed a commission to pursue reform. But families say nothing has really changed.
The issue is isolate, medicate, and steal the estate. That's what's happening.
Registered nurse Fran Grady came to Las Vegas from San Diego just to address the commission at Friday's hearing.
My idea is guardianship is ownership of a human being, and it should be done away with.
Supreme Court Chief Justice James Hardesty and his panel heard all kinds of suggestions to deal with Clark County's overwhelmed and essentially broken guardianship system, but folks are fed up with waiting and want action.
At least 12 cognizant people were freed from fraudulent guardianships, but none of their money was returned or even accounted for.
Justice Hardesty asked for case numbers on those guardianships to dig deeper into allegations of corruption as families continued to share their devastation.
You promised me I'll do that to us part. I do not know what to tell her.
Leonard Stein told commissioners how his wife was isolated and he was prevented from seeing her after she was put under guardianship. She died 3 weeks ago after he failed in his battle to free her. The lawyer involved in the guardianship was Elise Tyrell, a controversial figure who critics say has no business being a member of the Reform Commission.
Elise Tyrell, I don't know why she's here. She destroyed my marriage and our lives.
The Supreme Court's top judge blamed lack of action in part on law enforcement, saying they've been dismissing guardianship complaints as civil matters when there appear to be clearly criminal acts in some cases. He promised that will change and asked for optimism from the public through what promises to be a long process. Darcy Spears, 13 Action News.